Good evening to all of you. Uh, Today, because I started with the UGC net in JRF in social work, guiding uh, videos. In that series, I will be continuing, but one of the aspect I wanted to clear, like many of the research or prospective researcher or the who are student now in higher degree courses has raised these queries to me over the various mediums. So I wanted to clear their doubts by like making some background to let them understand what is all about this getting into entry into the higher degree courses. So a certain disclaimer that in my video I will not be touching any point and with regard to any sub-judice matter or matters which are before this many honorable courts are pending filed by me or anyone, etc. So these matter I am not going to touch upon those, just because I wanted to clarify certain doubt background of the research scholar who are prospective research scholar in various universities they want to aspire to enter into. So first I'll start as I have like clarified in earlier video also. So if one is interested to pursue higher education, uh, so higher education in India particularly, so there are higher educational institutions are there. So one has to look up to the like social sciences and other field of studies. One can easily say that University Grant Commission is the regulatory body for which governs the admission or various things pertain to the awarding of the degree. Higher degree, if you'll say, like after post graduation only, we wanted to highlight this is pre-doctoral M.Phil degree courses, Master of Philosophy, and doctorate degrees, which are Ph.Ds in various Indian universities and colleges. So first we have to understand there is this body called, which is apex body, ministry under the Ministry of Human Resource Development of Government of India, namely University Grant Commissions. So University Grant Commission of India established under University Grant Commission Act of 1956. So what this act talks about in section 2 clause F, they are particularly given under the which are the various universities covered, and deemed to be universities are covered under section 3 of the University Grant Commission Act of 1956. Then there are because it is a regulatory body, regulatory I want to say, they can make a regulation governing higher education. So when they can make a regulation, so they can make no? So they can make, so in exercise of that they can exercise. So example of regulatory body is, you might have heard about Rehabilitation Council of India, where the clinical psychologist practice is regulated by. Then there is a Medical Council of India, the various facet of admission to the MBBS courses are regulated. So there are other regulatory bodies. So like this, there is a University Grant Commission established under University Grant Commission Act of 1956 by Parliament of India. Now this is enacted. So under that there is a section 26 clause 1 subclause F and G of the UGC Act of 1956, which gives power to the University Grant Commission to lay down the instruction and other like minimum prescribed standard and other, because standard in education they have to keep. So on view of those power, in exercise of that power, the University Grant Commission has time and again through the like publication in official gazette, this Gazette of India, they have published the regulations, okay, so which is in public domain. So these regulation after publication, they become binding on any university which is deemed to be university or university established by the Central Governments Act, Parliaments Act or State Governments Act, etc. So if the University Grant Commission, in exercise of the power given under Section 26(1) F and G, makes the regulation, which is currently is University Grant Commission, M.Phil and Ph.D degree award, minimum standard regulations of 2016, because 2009 it was there, so it has been suppressed by the 2016 regulations. Now, what this regulation particularly talks about, various issues like for M.Phil admission, Ph.D admission, what is the minimum eligibility